if you're ever going to introduce someone into what it's like to be a Vikings fan, just show this game. Just show this game where the most frustrating part about this season so far, Vikings starting out 0-2, dropping one to the Cardinals 34-33, is that they should be 2-0. They should be the talk of the town as the hottest team in the National Football League, but they beat themselves twice. Beat themselves against Cincinnati with all the penalties in the first half. They beat themselves late against the Cardinals, just missed opportunities and missteps over and over and over again. And frankly, it would be so much easier just to be a bad team, man. Like, why can't you just be bad? Why can't you just be Detroit or Jacksonville or whatever? Like, why do you have to get the hopes up this much and then thwack? And if and when the Vikings are fighting for playoff seeding, playoff spots late in the season, they'll look at these two games and be like, oh yeah, we should have taken care of business in Cincinnati. We should have pulled off the impossible in Arizona. But okay, just in a game where all Vikings fans were sad sack Eeyores, oh, here we go. Arizona's going to beat us by 50. They didn't just do what they did Tennessee. And for the Vikings to show up, play inspired football for 4 quarters, and just right at the end, Greg Joseph missed the PAT in the second quarter, missed the 37-yarder right in the middle of the damn field. But there's winners. There are losers. We're going to cover it. It is so exhausting being a Vikings fan, man. So let's get into it. First off, I love the Vikings contingent making the trip to Arizona. Like State Farm Field, is that what it's called nowadays? I loved it when it was University of Phoenix Online Stadium. But the Skol chant, there's a lot of purple out there, baby. But anyways, let's get into winners. Winner number 1, Danielle, the real deal hunter. That's right. 3 sackos today. 4 sacks in his first 2 games. I think he's back. I think the neck is perfectly fine. Danielle Hunter, pay this man. Pay this man his money. He's hangry, and he showed what an absolute physical freak is by chasing down Kyler Murray, who's one of the fastest and quickest quarterbacks in the game. It's just like, wow. Wow. And also the big chase down of Murray on 3rd down while Beachum just basically tackled him. Also, complaining about refereeing. Yeah. Also the big sack on 2nd down that put them in 3rd and long late in the game. Danielle Hunter is back, and he deserves better. He deserves to be 2-0, but whatever. Winner number 2, Kirk Cousins. Yes. Like I said, I'm not Kirk Cousins' apologist. I call a spade a spade. Kirk Cousins has played like one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League the first 2 weeks. No cap. Absolutely none. He played phenomenal against Cincinnati. They should have got the win or at least a tie out of that game. And then he played extremely well today. He got some decent protection from the Vikings offensive line. 22-32 for 244, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, a 122.4 quarterback rating, also 2 runs for 35 yards, and some some absolute stones throws. 6 of 8 for 64 yards on the final drive. Should have had that one to Justin Jefferson where Jefferson he had both mitts on the ball, man. Like, that's not a ball that Jefferson drops. But no. The Vikings can win a lot of games. The Vikings can win a Super Bowl with this version of Kirk Cousins. He was certainly not the problem today, and he wasn't the problem last week either. Winner number 3, K.J. Osborn. Fresh off his breakout game, week 1, the Vikings do have a true wide receiver 3, 5 for 91 and a touchdown. Also had 6 targets. K.J. Osborn was wide open on that first 64-yard touchdown, setting the tone for the game. Also, 2 huge slant catches, lots of onions on that final drive, just getting Greg Joseph in range, and it just didn't work out. But 17 is numero uno in our hearts. Winner number 4, Nick Candlelight Vigil. Nick Candlelight pick 6 Vigil. And Vigil's play the last 2 weeks has been sublime, and it's really taken the sting out of missing Anthony Barr. Also threw in 8 tackles this game. He was all over the place against Cincinnati, his former team. Played well against Arizona. He's got the green dot. He's calling the defense. He's a true blue leader. Love me some Nick Vigil. Winner number 5, Dalvin Cook, man. Like 22 carries for a $131 on the ground. He was carrying on a bad ankle most of the game. This is some Willis Reed, Kirk Gibson type stuff. Yes, Dalvin does have a reputation for getting dinged up, but man, his size, his speed, and he was carrying the Vikings offense through some of the doldrums of the game, just racking up first downs, fighting for yardage. 33 is always going to give you a shot. Honorable mention winners. Kyler should be in the MVP race. Respect. Yeah, two really bad interceptions, but what can you do? Max Williams, WTF, by the way. Max Williams, who Gopher fans remember, was phenomenal, declared as a redshirt sophomore, was the Mackey Award winner or something like that, or runner-up, I don't know. But his NFL career has been very forgettable. I'm pretty sure he matched his career highs for everything. You know, whether he's been in Arizona or Baltimore or wherever the hell he was. Max Williams is a former second-round pick, man. But sure. Also, Eric Kendricks just chasing Kyler all damn day long. Led the team with 11 tackles. Big-time third down stop on 3rd and 1 earlier in the game. Also, low-key, Stephen Weatherly has played phenomenal his first 2 games back in purple. Set the edge versus the run the last 2 weeks. Also, got a piece of Kyler on the Woods interception. You know, Kyler complains that he hit me in the face. No, he was just swiping where he would hit a normal person in the chest. But, nah. Also, honorable mention winners, the Vikings offensive line, where everyone's predicting gloom and doom. Oh, Chandler Jones is going to have 1 billion sacks. Now, he got none. J.J. Watt was contained throughout most of the game. Brian O'Neill got paid. Also, I love O'Neill getting in J.J. Watt's face. So, J.J. Watt injures Dalvin's ankle, and then J.J. comes over. Oh, are you okay? No, you get out of here with your fake nice guy stuff, huh? Get out of here, J.J. Mind your own damn business, man. And then Rashad Hill. Respect. They gave Rashad Hill quite a bit of help, and he did okay against Chandler Jones. Chandler, frankly, was invisible most of the game, and the Vikings did what we suggested. They ran at him, they chipped him, they doubled him, they made sure that anyone else except for 55 was going to beat him, and Kirk only had 1 sack on the day. Chandler did get loose on 3rd and 5 in the 4th quarter, but what can you do? You're not going to shut him down all damn day long. Plus, Oli Udoh was just jacking fools, man. I love watching Oli Udoh just push piles and push dudes out of the way. Xavier Woods had the momentum swinging interception in the second half. He was also flying around making plays all damn day long. Adam Thielen had that touchdown, clutch 3rd down grab late in the game. Ended up with 6 catches for 39. Clint Kubiak, turns out he's a competent play caller when he's not facing 3rd and 20. It's kind of weird. Chris Boyd with a big-time special teams tackle on Rondale Moore on that punt. Jordan Berry's been punting pretty solid. A couple of stinkers early on in the game against Cincinnati, but he's been looking pretty good. Also, Cameron Tiny Dancer revenge game. Not revenge game, redemption story. So Breland was booty, and then also he got hurt, just cut and paste from last week. And then Dantzler came in over Chris Boyd, by the way, which is noteworthy. Did some good work against A.J. Green on the left side, had the end zone breakup to hold Arizona to a field goal. It was good. And then the losers. Greg Joseph. Yeah, I understand, Greg the Legatron, that you had 2 52-yard field goals in the game, but you missed the extra point in the second quarter, inexcusable, and then you shanked a 37-yard gimme at the end of the game where you could have been the hero. Like, you could have, sure, you were making up for your own mistakes, but you could have been the hero. Also, losers, Zimmer's defense. Like, I know that Arizona is high-powered and they're at home, but fundamentals, especially in the first half, just discipline and coverage assignments, stopping the run, 3rd and 16 conversion early in the game, a 77-yard touchdown bomb on broken coverage of Rondale Moore, allowing the Cardinals to get in range for the 62-yarder. We'll talk about that in a sec. Also, 0 blitzing Kyler on 4th and 5. Okay, great. Also, the Zimmer game management, it's never improved. And it's the same story over and over and over again. Just mistakes with the clock, mistakes with situational football. It's frustrating, man. It is. And he's not getting better. Like, Zimmer's decision to squib kick it before the half, with 20 seconds left, Arizona had 2 timeouts, and you gave them the 34-yard line as opposed to just kicking it back through the end zone and having to start at the 25. And then they got in range for Matt Prater's 62-yard field goal, whatever. Yes, he's going to hit that. But if that happened at the end of the game, Zimmer would be fired, and rightfully so, by the way. It's just straight up mind-boggling how bad of a decision that is. And yes, you could blame the special teams coordinator, Ryan Ficken. Ultimately, it's Mike Zimmer's call. Like, Zimmer is the one who goes to Ficken, all right, let's squib kick it. Like, Ficken doesn't make that decision on his own. He doesn't. Plus, so the final drive, your offense is looking good. You're marching. Kirk Cousins and the receivers are making plays. 41 seconds to go. You have 1 timeout. You let it, the clock tick down all the way to 2. Get closer than a 37-yard field goal, or go for the end zone. Why not? Why not? You're looking good. Don't take any chances, but take some high percentage throws. It's just so frustrating, man. Also frustrating. So Jefferson scored a touchdown, but he's got to catch that ball on the final drive, which is up the sidelines. He had 2 hands on it. Yes, it's a difficult catch, but he's that guy. He's that Jefferson. You're better than that, man. Come on. Someone who's not better than that. So Brashad Breeland, they might have to cut Brashad Breeland because he's bad. Yes, he forced a fumble down the goal line and they got swung around because who knew that you needed 2 feet inbounds for a fumble? Because how many times does a fumble recovery on the sideline come up? It's not very often. But, I mean, the corpse of A.J. Green just beat up on Breeland. Like, it was not good. It was hard to watch. Also, Patrick Peterson. So early on in the game, it looked like Patrick Peterson was going to get cooked, and Arizona was right to move on. But Peterson was beat on the DeAndre Hopkins opening touchdown, but also how can you cover for 8 to 9 seconds? Also, busted cover 3. Aqib Talib did a really good job breaking it down on the Rondell Moore 77-yard touchdown. And aside from that, like, Nuke Hopkins was invisible the rest of the game. So you got to give a lot of credit to Patrick Peterson, but also we got to ding him just a little bit. Also, so DD, man, fielding that punt at the 5 and then running backwards and then getting down at the 2, that's just not good. It's just atrocious situational football. And it does come down to coaching because DD doesn't make that decision on his own. Like, how many times, it comes down to Zimmer, it comes down to Ryan Ficken as well. Like, you have to stress that. Like, these are basic fundamental things, but whatever. Like I said, it's more frustrating than anything because the Vikings do have a good football team. And in spurts, they can look like a top 5 team in this league. But they gave away the Cincy game. They gave away this game. And like I said, it's just frustrating. Like, I would rather just get your ass kicked so that you know that you're bad. But to be really good but still be 0-2, and I'm not a Parcells proponent of you are what your record says you are. This is the best 0-2 team in NFL history. Face. But, 2 tough games on the road. It's going to be good to be back at US Bank Stadium. I know that Seattle's coming in, but they're a different bird away from their home stadium. So bring it on. Bring it on. Must win week 3. Seattle, bring it on, Russ. That's right. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Who are your winners and losers from the Cardinals game? Oh, I look forward to hearing from the Cardinal fan. Should be fun. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.